Welcome back to Outdoor Nation TV. Last week, we got to go with Jerred on his 5-year quest for a big bull elk, and he closed the deal in Montana on a giant 6x6, and I was fortunate enough to be right there over his shoulder. This week, me and Dad, we still got our tags. We got 5 days to get it done.
Bring it. You can put this on camera. I'm buying tonight.
Well, we did, because I never stopped rolling.
America, the world's ultimate refuge for freedom and opportunity. But currently we find ourselves divided, deeply divided. Lines dividing race, politics, and religion have been drawn deep. And social media is running the show. Some claim our best days are behind us. But in the outdoors, none of that matters. Here everyone is welcome. In the outdoors, we truly are one nation. This season, Outdoor Nation will tackle difficult topics threatening to divide the outdoor community and gather insight from local professionals on how to bring us together. So welcome to our show. We love our country. We love the outdoors. We're proud to be called Americans. We are one.
This is so incredible.
We prayed about it and everything, and I'm so happy he walked out.
You're watching Outdoor Nation TV.
Well, Montana, man, what a great place to go hunt big bulls. And 2 years ago, I was looking for a place to take my wife, Nicole, on her first big bull hunt with a bow. And sure enough, we found it. As you can see in episode 5, we got into some giant bulls. Well, wow, we are off to a great start. I am so happy for Jerred. You know, that 5-year quest that he had looking for that big bull elk, and just being able to be a part of that and be over his shoulder and get to witness all that was just awesome. Just to get to see him close the deal on that giant 6x6 was awesome. And now I've got my pops with me, and I want to make sure that we get him on a big bull. So now that Jerred's tagged out, he can get behind the camera. I can focus a little bit on hunting, but we want to make sure, number one, first and foremost, let's get Dad a big old bull.
Never hunted Montana before, but it's nothing like any place else we've been. Because we're out here trying to hide behind a blade of grass. It's flat and no trees, and this is the best cover we got for I don't know how far.
Well, we were running late after getting Jerred's bull to the taxidermist, processor and taxidermist, and Vern was trying to get us out there on this giant alfalfa field before the evening was over.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
anything I've said today?
Firelight gives back to the Salvation Army in weekly donations, which help us feed over 36,000 people a year.
Firelight gives back to Team Zoo. We have children within the Shawnee community that would not be able to play youth athletics, including soccer, if it weren't for Firelight Grocery.
Firelight gives back with receipts for schools, and you should be saving your Firelight receipts for a local school.
Firelight Discount Foods, your community grocer, making a difference.
You've been on a hell of a ride.
On stage, I joke about I've been out making up these songs and playing them everywhere for 23 years, and in 2017, at 39, 40 years old, I've become an up-and-comer.
Floating in the water, floating in the sky. Never been so broken, never been so high.
Welcome to Shawnee Feed Center. You want muck boots? We got them. You want Carhartt gear? We got them.
Vet supplies.
We got that too. We've got livestock feed that's made here locally since 1906. Dog food, pet food, we got that too. We got tons of it, literally. Seed and fertilizer, we got that too. We have cone seeders, we have discs, we have rototillers. So come and see us here at Shawnee Feed Center. We have everything that you need.
So we're morning 3, Montana, and we're over on a giant ranch called the Hay Hook. The strategy is to sit up high, glass over miles of that Hay Hook ranch, find the herd, and then go out and get in front of them and set up on them.
Definitely a bull, but we don't know how big he is. All by himself. Heading west over to the pivot. So, we'll see. Kind of waiting for one of these bigger herds to come off the mountains here to the west of us and come down into Hay Hook, and then we'll make a move. So, pretty nippish out here this morning.
We feel like a lot of that pressure that happened that first day with the public land and the driving around the roads pushed a lot of the elk off the ranch, and so we're going to go back to the lodge for lunch, grab a sandwich, and get back out there that afternoon and see what we can find.
Well, it's day 3 here in Montana, and we saw lots of elk the first 2 days. We just saw one bull this morning, and it's about 2 hours before dark, and we're set up on this water hole. And as dry as it is, we're hoping something will come into this. It's been very good weather, excellent weather for doing everything else but elk hunting. It's actually been hot. But beyond that, it's been a wonderful trip.
Dad really likes to see a long ways out there when he's hunting. He can cover a lot of ground with that big rifle. Well, since we hadn't seen anything on Hay Hook, we decided to move to another ranch. And once we got there, Dad and Matt went on one side of the mountain. Jerred and I went on the other side, see what we could glass and find.
in trouble. It's about 2 hours, 37 minutes old. Fourth day here in Montana. Vern just spotted a herd of probably 30, 40. Across the way there, we didn't see a big enough bull yet. We're gonna top this hill, look in this bottom. Outdoor Nation TV, stick with us.
We just had a small herd go through here. I'm not sure exactly how many, probably maybe 20 or under. Looked like a satellite bull, 4x4. He may have been just a little bit bigger, but he wasn't a shooter.
It doesn't look like your typical zero-turn mower, because nothing about this mower is typical. You're looking at a zero-turn revolution, the all-new Ultima series from Cub Cadet, independently tested and proven to deliver a best-in-class cut, not to mention a best-in-class warranty to deliver the ultimate peace of mind. Step up to the ultimate all-around mowing experience.
Hank Williams Jr. Are you ready for the contract? Live in concert. For me, it's a family tradition. The Bad Boy. Country boy can survive. Live and loud. It didn't take me long to learn that I was born to boogie. Friday, July 19th, Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee. Reserve seat tickets on sale now at the Fire Lake Arena box office or online at firelakearena.com. Presented by 99.7 Hank FM.
I came to Oklahoma Family Dentistry because I had a ill-fitting partial. I was extremely ashamed of my appearance and my smile. My first visit, I came in tears, and I was reassured by Dr. Hall about how everything was going to be okay. They was going to be able to help me. I just feel beautiful.
I'm Barrett Hall with Oklahoma Family Dentistry. We provide affordable, compassionate care for you and your family.
Why is music important to you?
Music have no color, have no definition. It comes from imagination and it goes to your soul. It flies right where the good stuff is. And I want to be where the good stuff is.
Like a fool, you're on your knees, oh, begging, please.
For the evening hunt, we decided to move back to Hayhook. We are at an outfitters, so we got to be respectful to the other hunters, but Hayhook, I'm actually glad to go there because I've seen herds of hundreds and hundreds of elk over there before, over the last couple of years.
We got into some elk this morning at a different ranch, but one of the guides had spotted that herd of 300 or so coming back to Hayhook. So we're over here glassing to see if they're on here yet, where they're headed, that kind of thing.
We came back to the lake here. We think the big herd's back in here, and we're going to give it another shot this evening.
We split up. I did some glassing on a high point. Dad set that pond again, seeing if they were going to come in for water, and it just wasn't that eventful that evening. Well, the next morning, we knew exactly where we were going to take Dad. We were going back to that mountain where we saw that herd coming across there single file. So we were going to drive down there in the bottom, in between the two mountains, set Dad up in some sagebrush in a chair where he could glass up that mountain all day long and wait for them elk to come through. Well, we're having to drive Dad down into that bottom because he's been having quite a bit of back and leg pain, so he can't get up and down those mountains easy. So as we're going down in there, trying to set up right before light, right as it's getting light, Jerred yells, "Cow elk!" And man, we looked over and we looked up the side of that mountain, and man, there was a big old bull just standing right up there about 400 or 500 yards looking down on us.
All right, get ready, Joe. He's up there. All right, come on.
You've been on a hell of a ride.
On stage, I joke about I've been out making up these songs and playing them everywhere for 23 years, and in 2017, at 39, 40 years old, I've become an up-and-comer.
Floating in the water, floating in the sky. Never been so broken, never been so high.
Make plans now to attend the Fire Lake Firefly Balloon Festival, coming August 9th and 10th to Shawnee, Oklahoma. It's free and open to the public. There'll be 25 balloons filling the skies, plus balloon glows Friday and Saturday nights. Balloon rides available for purchase, plus there'll be live music, food trucks, retail vendors, and lots of family-friendly entertainment and fun. Coming to Shawnee, Oklahoma, August 9th and 10th. For more information, log on to FireLakeBalloonFest.com.
Experience the traditions and history of the Potawatomi people at the Citizen Potawatomi Nation's Cultural Heritage Center. Its 11 galleries tell an in-depth story of the tribe, from early oral traditions and pre-European contact to removal and modern Potawatomi history. After touring, stop by the gift shop to browse original works by Native American artists, handmade jewelry, unique home decor, accessories, and more. The origins, traditions, and history of the Potawatomi people await you at the Citizen Potawatomi Nation's Cultural Heritage Center.
Why is music important to you?
Music have no color, have no definition. It comes from imagination and it goes to your soul. It flies right where the good stuff is. And I want to be where the good stuff is.
Like a fool, you're on your knees, oh, begging.
Jerred yells, "Cow elk!" And man, we looked over and we looked up the side of that mountain, and man, there was a big old bull just standing right up there about 400 or 500 yards looking down on us.
All right, get ready, Joe. He's up there. All right, come on.
$5.15.
I got him.
Got him. He hunched. Right over him. Right over his back. 6 inches. I think he just laid down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's laying down.
There he goes.
There he goes.
He just fell over.
Man, what a good deal. Long ways off. Lots of bullets.
Hey, right.
Good job, man. Way to put us on him, Vern. Where'd you go? Vern.
Hey, don't I get credit for the
Oh,
cow spot?
thanks to Spot, man. The cameraman spotted him.
I was just getting ready to go. Well, Dad put a great shot on that big bull. And let me tell you something, those bulls are tough animals. And we're not gonna show you all the shots that it took to get him down, but we are all about getting that animal down as quick as possible, as ethically as possible. And the outfitters want you shooting if they're standing. Once Dad got it down, me and Jerred went up the hill, try to look for the elk, locate the elk, and then Vern was gonna bring Dad back up in the truck to see what he got. Well, we just got done hiking up the hill looking for Dad's bull, and Jerred found him buried under one of these big green trees. And it was a hike up here, let me tell you. So Vern, who is always prepared, he got us on him. He's fixing to hoist this big bull up the mountain to the truck.
A wonderful day.
Good shooting, my man.
Thank you so much. It took a lot. It took a lot. Okay, man, it is October the 25th. We are here in Montana, hunting with Vern, our guide. We were coming in to the mountains over here. We drove all the way in this morning, just at the crack of dawn, and we were down in the valley and stopped at where we were gonna get out and set up at, and we looked up, Vern looked up on the mountain, and here stood this bull and some cows. And we got out and commenced to shooting. Shot a bunch. I think I shot 16 times. I counted 5 holes in him that was in the kill zone, and he still ran off. But we're on top of the mountain now. He fell over and died up here against some trees. And I want to thank Vern and the camera crew and my son Rick for getting me up here to this place to get this big old bull right here. I'm really proud of this bull, and I really appreciate the guys getting me where I can do this. I really appreciate it. That's all I got to say, guys.
Well, I tell you what, it does not get any better for me than to be up on that mountain like we were. It's one of the most beautiful spots I've ever seen. I'm sitting there with my dad, his big bull, some of my best friends, and we're up there just celebrating with Dad over his big bull that he got down. And you know, that's Dad spent a lot of time with me as a kid, taking me out, introducing me to the outdoors. I'm sure I busted up a lot of his hunts as he was teaching me the ways of the land, if you will. But this, I don't know, it felt like I was able to give back a little bit to my dad that day, and it's just, man, it's something I'll never forget. It was a very, very precious time that I got to have with my dad and my buddies. Well, if you guys are keeping count, I've got a day and a half left on a 7-day hunt. Jerred's tagged out, Dad's tagged out. I'm the only one with a tag, but a long story short, bad weather rolled in on me, and we went out, we tried. Vern worked his tail off to get me on one, but it just wasn't my day. So, like I do many times on many trips, I got to eat me a big old fat tag sandwich again. Well, be sure and tune in next week, as our last episode for the season is going to be about the Outdoor Nation Expo, which we put on in Shawnee, Oklahoma. And me and Jerred and the rest of the team would really like to invite all of you guys out to come down, hang out with us, spend the weekend, bring your family. It's going to be a ton of fun. There is tons of things to do at the expo. We'll be putting on the Hot Air Balloon Festival as well, teamed up with them. It's just going to be an awesome 3-day weekend. It's August 9th, 10th, and 11th. We hope you come down and join us. We'd love to meet you.